Hello, Barbara Lewis here with the 6th episode of A Singer's Life Notes at 63. This one is about sleep. I've had some trouble sleeping in the past, but I think I've found some answers, at least that work for me. I'll be back in just a minute to tell you about it. Hello. As you can see, I'm standing in front of my bedroom window here. We live on a lake, so our view is of water and trees, and it's very, very quiet. Right now, it's really, really snowy. Icy, actually, today. So you would think with such quietness that I would probably sleep well. And nowadays, I do sleep quite well, and I'll tell you why I think that's changed. But in the past, I had some very bad sleeps and periods of time where I didn't sleep well at all. My head would hit the pillow and my brain would open up like a great big hard drive full of problems, a kaleidoscope of troubles. And I would know when that happened that I was in for several hours of trying to calm myself down. But lately, I came across something that I think has become really powerful for me. I saw a movie recently that reminded me of the power of this thing that I do. This movie is called My Life Without Me. It stars a Canadian actress, Sarah Polley, and in there she's a person who's found out that she has a disease that's going to kill her very quickly, and I think she's 25. And this scene that I'm going to show you now, very quick scene, I would not use too much from a movie, shows you what she's doing. So here's a little bit of it.
Anyway, you kind of like it being like this, fighting the cold and feeling the water seep through your shirt and getting through to your skin.
So what she's doing, as I see it, is she's being very, very much in the moment. I know we hear a lot about this, and it can be kind of new agey, but when it comes to sleep, it's not. At least not for me. She's experiencing what is happening to her right now. She's letting the rain fall on her, and she's smelling the smells and feeling the feelings in her toes and on her head, and the water's dripping down her face, and she's just in that moment. She doesn't talk about the future or the past. She's just in that moment. I can understand why someone who knows they're going to die soon would do that. But it's also very useful as a sleep tool. So what I do is I do some stretching before I go to bed. I do about 10 minutes actually of stretching to make sure that my body's aches from the day are gone. I try to think about the things that the day has brought to me and let go of those things very consciously. And then I get into bed and I turn up the lights. I always turn up the light at 11:30. I get up at 7:30. I've tried to keep that really very steady. I also have some aromatherapy things that I like to do, but that's neither here nor there. But when I put my head down on the pillow, there's something that I do now that I never used to do, and that's I take my iPod and I tune it into a meditation or a talk. In my case, it's a talk by Eckhart Tolle. I like what he has to say about being in the moment, and it really resonates with me, and I stick that on the pillow by my ear. And I listen for, 5 or 10 minutes. Just enough so that I'm really calm. I turn him off. I put him away. And I start to feel, as Sarah Polley did in the rain, I start to feel what it is to be in that moment. Head on the pillow, body relaxed. I just let it go. I feel the moment that I'm in rather than thinking about the past or the future. And Eckhart Tolle's words have helped me to get into that state. It doesn't have to be him. It could be anybody. You're just lying there in that moment. But if it turns out that that's not working, another little trick that I've found, if you find that your brain really does want to race, now instead of fighting it, I just surrender to it. I just say, okay, that's who I am right now. And in doing that, in surrendering, my body relaxes a little bit more. And it's as though there's some space around the fear of not sleeping. I kind of let go of the fear. I allow myself to feel it, and somehow that lets it go. And more often than not, where in the past I would have just been awake till 3 or 4, now I drift off. So I find that this particular way of handling the moments of going to sleep have been very powerful for me. And more like our dog, who has now gone to the big dog place in the sky, more like Sniffer, who would lie down and would just seem to go to sleep like that. That happens to me much more easily. And I'm a person who's had some really bad sleeps over really long times. So if this can be helpful to you, I'm grateful. Let me know. And that's it for me this week. Singer's Lifenotes at 63, episode 6 on sleep. You lie here in my arms, your head upon my thigh. I look upon your face, I stroke your brow. Your lips begin to move, the words pour out and float like